Good morning, people. Today we are going to be viewing this, and this is a Titan snow foam lance. Well, the actual wording on the Screwfix website is actually a pressure washer foamer, but this is a brand new product, although this is June 2024, and you can grab this at the moment for the price of £25. That being said, let's open it up and see what it's like. Now, I think you'll agree that this is a very underwhelming package. I mean, it is just two cable ties actually holding this piece of cardboard to it. So we can cut them off and we can have a good look at the bottle. Does it come with a filter on the bottom? Yes, it does. Not really the biggest fan of the, the small openings. I prefer it when they're a lot wider. They're a lot easier to pour in. I'm also not a fan of the, the white bottle. When it's a see-through bottle, it is a lot easier. But there are markings on the side. So look, we've got 125mm, 250, 375. They are quite difficult to see, but they are on there. You'd think that this being brand new, that this would be secured and tightened up, but it's actually not. So I wonder if this is going to leak, and I wonder if we're going to need to put any PTFE tape on there. If we pop that off, we can see the orifice in there. I don't know what size this is, depending on how it performs. We'll have a look and see if we can get it out of there. What else can I tell you? This is how you adjust the spread, so you just twist it as normal. This doesn't adjust, on some other ones you can turn this, but if you want to have your spray like this, you have to actually turn the bottle with it. And what I mean by turn it, if I show you on this MJJC lance, if I turn this, look, I can adjust the spread. And if I turn it here on this blue bit, I can actually turn the whole thing whilst keeping the bottle still. And I'm trying to say you can't do that with this one. So if I turn it back here, all it does is adjust the spread. So that's what I mean. But for this video, I am going to be comparing it to the Autoglym Polar Blaster. The reason I'm using this lance as the comparison is because this is probably the most sold and most readily available lance in good old Blighty. You can pick this up absolutely anywhere. So for the sake of the video, you can pick this up at Halfords for the price of £40. We are also going to be using this Koch Chemie snow foam. I mean, Koch Chemie and probably Built Hamber actually do make the best cleaning snow foam. This isn't the foamiest snow foam. I might use something a bit later, but for the sake of this video, we're going to be using Koch Chemie snow foam, Titan lance, Autoglym lance, and I'll put everything in the description below. And how I'm going to test them, I've got 500ml of water in this one, 500ml of water in this one, and I've got a 15ml measuring spoon. I'm going to put 15ml in there, 15ml in there, and fill up the bottles. I mean, I don't know why they make these filler necks so small. I mean, it took me a solid 30 seconds to fill this bottle up, and it took me a solid 3 seconds to fill this one up, because you've got to go so slowly with that, and I can't be asked to grab a funnel. But anyway, let's go out to the van. So as I said, for this video I will be using the van. The only difference between the two lances is that the Autoglym one, I'm going to be using a quick fit push connector with an adapter, and then with the Titan, because I'm using a Titan washer, I don't need an adapter, so therefore I can just put this directly to the trigger gun. Going to be using the Autoglym lance first. The van is dry, and because I've used this before, I know what to expect, so let me just show you. Now, as I said, the Koch Chemie snow foam isn't the sudsiest, but it's a good cleaner though. So now let me use the Titan one right next to it. Sorry, this bit's going to be a bit longer, but I'm trying to do this all in one frame. The Titan one along here. First time I'm using it as well. Maybe not like that. You know what? I don't think there's actually much difference in that at all. I'll do that. This one does look a little bit more runny now. That's actually quite close. So let me just wash that off and let me try that again. So I've washed that off, the van is now wet, and again going on with the Autoglym. Start the timer. So we're just over 3 minutes now, and most of it has now come off the van. As I said though, Koch Chemie isn't the sudsiest, although it is a good cleaning product. But all right then, let me wash this off and I'll do the Titan one and time that. So again, same conditions, I've washed it off, the van is wet, and the good news is this doesn't leak. Top notch. So ready, let's do this again. And we'll start the timer. And that is now 3 minutes. And do you know what? I can't really distinguish the two in all fairness. You know, I actually think they did a pretty similar job. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get an even thicker snow foam, because maybe that's what I should have done in the first place. So I'm going to get a thicker snow foam and I will do it again. Okay, attempt 2. I've got 400 millilitres of water in both of these containers, and then I'm going to use this Simonized snow foam. It is a genuine snow foam. I'm going to put 200 millilitres of that in each, and then I'm going to top it off. I'm going to add, whatever this cupful is, I'm going to add 15 millilitres of the Autoglym foam booster. This is quite good stuff, and then it'll be nice and sudsy, and then I can try it again. So, second time lucky, I'm going to do the Autoglym on this half and then the Titan one on this half. I'll try to do that as quickly as I can. There's one. Here's two. Okay, so there is our straight up side to side comparison, and the Autoglym one I can see gets it on the van a lot thicker, but you get a thinner blanket with this one, but they're still both really good. But that's a nice, look at that, that's a nice rundown on that one. That one's got a bit blotchy where it's come down a bit, although that's also due to like the creases in the van, so maybe I'm being a bit harsh on it. But I'll jet wash it off and then I'll put it back on and I'll time it. So first up, the Autoglym. So I'll come back here and I'll start the timer. Okay, so we are now on 3.5 minutes. Let me just bring you a little bit closer. Most of it is actually still on the van, so that's done a really good job. I'd be perfectly happy. Well, yeah, I am perfectly happy with that. I think that's a solid effort from the Autoglym. So now let's try the Titan. Same thing again, the van is wet, so let's see how this goes. Try to do the same, and I'll start the timer. So we are now on 3.5 minutes, and I'll bring the camera a bit closer again. Do you know what? There isn't that much between them. I'd actually say the Titan has probably done a little bit better. I will have to look back at the videos. I did just try and do that before I started this bit, but it's very close. It's very close. Considering the Titan is cheaper, I would therefore say it is actually done a better job. Actually no, I think the Titan has done a better job, but not by much. But I'm just saying it's cheaper, so therefore, you know, I'm surprised that it's doing so well, especially against the Autoglym lance, because it is a good lance. Right then, what are my final thoughts of the Titan Snow Foam Lance? Is it better than the Autoglym Polar Blaster? And do you know what? yes, I actually believe that the Titan lance is the better lance. I did think it when I was outside with the van, and then when I've watched my videos over, you know, as I'm editing it, I can actually see that yes, the Titan is actually the better lance, which is quite surprising because the Titan lance is only £25 and the Polar Blaster, from the Halfords website at least, is £40. And if you want to get that off from Autoglym's website, it's actually slightly more money. So do you know what? This is a great affordable lance, you know, for £25, you know, if you haven't got a lance or anything like that, then this is a good starting point. You know, there is better on the market, but not for its price. For £25, I see that as a bargain. Actually, I think that's a good product. So if you are going to get this, make sure you've got the right connectors on there, and yeah, you should be good to go. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.